Hi, this is Tracy from Gift Basket Appeal, and today we're going to be making some pearl flowers. And these are going to be really pretty embellishments. So let's get started. I've been challenging myself to use more of what I have around the house. And so how many of you have just beads from, like, maybe these are some Mardi Gras beads that I had. Also had some bead necklaces that broke. So that's what I'm going to be using. So this is a limited amount of supplies that you'll need, and I'll list everything below. I also got this bead little pearl garland like, and this I got at Walmart. And so there's really small beads. And I got these for 99 or 97 cents, I believe. So it's a very economical craft. And you'll also need a glue gun. And so with these beads, all I'm doing is cutting away the little string. And some of the beads may also, or pearls may also have holes in them. And so that's okay too, you could use those. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm going to start with this as my center. And I'm going to have these larger beads. I'm going to build my flower around it. The inspiration behind this came from a YouTuber named Jennings644, and she does some absolutely gorgeous things with pearls and beads. So go ahead and check out her channel. I will list the link below. So all I'm doing is putting a little bit of hot glue on my pearl because I want this to be my center. And I'm just building. So you see how well that sticks? I'm just going around. Adding my pearls. And so I'm putting just a little bit there and a little bit on here. And so I've been really fascinated with pearls and beads lately. So I got so excited when I saw all of these different tutorials, and I said, let me go ahead and share with you all. So you see how you're just building your flower, starting with that center pearl. And these are very easy to do. Look how cute that is. It's so cute. And it's that simple. Now what I'm going to do is add something else to it. And so I'm going to just take my string of pearls here, these little tiny mini pearls, and I'm going to hot glue them right around that inner pearl to give it an outline. So I'm going to cut it right about there. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, once you cut it, once you have it measured, I'm just going to put some hot glue right in here. And I'm just going to place it. And you don't need a whole lot of hot glue to do this, which is really nice. And look at that, you got your first one done. That easy. Now if you want to put a backing on it so that you can use it like in a later project, I'm just using some of the cereal box stuff, and you could put a back on it. I'll go ahead and cut one out right now. I'm just cutting a circle, nothing perfect. If you want to have these cut out in advance, you can. But I'm just going to cut it to fit this. And that way you can stick it on to one of your other projects. Okay, you see that? I'm going to cut it down just a little bit more. Turn that over. Super simple to make. And you can make a ton of these to use in future projects. Okay. And so that is on there. And look at that. Now I want to show you another one. And we're going to start with the larger pearl. And we're going to use some of these smaller beads. So for this one, I'm actually going to use this pearl right here as my center. For this one, we're just going to go around the edge. And if you notice, since this was cut off from a string, it still has these little things sticking out, and that's okay. We're going to just put a little bit of glue there and put some of our smaller pearls on there. So I'm sitting this down and I'm just pressing it on. That easy. Look how easy that is. I can make a ton of these, and they're so much fun to make. So imagine if you have all of those pearls and beads at home, you can be making a ton of these. Because I know I have a lot of broken jewelry. So you're talking about repurposing. This is a great way to do it. I've got one more on there. Look how pretty that is already. But we're not done. So I'm going to give it another center here. Let me just show you what that looks like. How pretty that is. I'm going to do another one with the pearls right around the edge there. So I'm just measuring it to see how much I need to cut for that one. That's about there. Just put a little bit of hot glue in there. And I tend to get a little bit heavy-handed with that hot glue. So just be careful. And also be careful not to burn yourself. And I'm just pushing it on, pressing the glue on, and just pushing this in to the little groove there. So that's just a little bit too long, so I'm going to cut off that one. And there you go. Look how pretty that is. But I'm not finished yet. I'm going to get some more of my smaller beads here. And the nice thing is once you have it done, the main part done, you can still keep building and building on it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, right in the groove here where these two meet, I'm going to take one of my pearls and put it there, right in here. Take another pearl, put it right there. And so I'm making this pattern, and I really like the way it looks. How pretty that looks so far. So before you get away give away that broken jewelry, make sure you save it and create something else with it. And this is so relaxing to do. I could see putting one of those pin backings on it and making a brooch. And so look at that. Look how pretty that is. Just a few broken pieces put together. And now I'm going to make a backing for this one. And I'm thinking you could also use a felt backing for this as well. It's just up to you. Cut it down a little bit more. One of the things I absolutely love are flowers. So anything that's shaped like a flower is good for me. Put my backing on and there we have it. Look how pretty that is. Here's the other one. Let me show you another one that I did. I got pretty creative on these. The same one as that. But look at this one. And I didn't put anything in the inside there. It reminds me of a Christmas wreath, kind of. Real pretty. And look at this one. That one is a tree. Looks like a Christmas tree to me. But I was just playing around and this is what I came up with. And so I hope you all enjoyed this tutorial. So get those broken up beaded necklaces, and if you have some of these Mardi Gras beads in your stash, use them to create these pieces. I hope this inspired you. I will post Jennings 644. Go to her YouTube channel because she has made an art out of this, and I really enjoyed looking at her tutorials. Thanks so much for joining me, and don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. Bye.